What up and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Bone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 132. In the high. What's good, everybody out there? Thank you for tuning in, whether you're on your favorite podcasting app, on YouTube, all that good shit. Thank you for tuning in. What is good? I hope everybody's staying safe, having fun, while staying safe, all that good shit. Yeah. A lot of love for last week's episode. Yeah. I thought it was one of my better episodes recently. Without a doubt. A lot of shit that I said last week about Cottonmouth Kings, D-Loc, had to be said, in my opinion. And it seems like I'm not the only one that sees it the way I was calling it. So, yeah. Had a lot of people reaching out on last week's episode. It was super dope. And I'm glad everybody enjoyed that shit. You know, like I said, I feel like that was one of my better episodes recently. So much love. And before we start this week's show, I want to get a special shout out to Scott Matthews for sending in a donation this week. He says, thanks again, brother, for your show. Listen, watch it every Monday during my workout. You're still the man. Whoop, whoop. Much fucking love for the donation. Super appreciated. Yeah. I'm glad you fucking listen to it during your workout. I'm surprised you don't listen to no fucking music during your workout. I know when I was doing my little exercises and shit, I needed a little bit of music to get me through that shit, but if I can help you get through your workout, that's fucking super dope. So much love for that. And let's talk about my CD collection. April edition is up on YouTube right now. If you don't know, now you know, motherfucker. That's right. The newest edition of my CD collection is up. Talking about all the shit that I picked up in the last month. Some gems, some shit I've been hunting for a minute. Some grails, if you will. And, you know, I made the mistake of saying it was the March edition. I even put up a March fucking graphic for it when I did the video. You know, some shit goes overlooked. But it is, in fact, the April edition of the CD collection. I already got some shit coming in, some pre-orders that I've had on pre-order for a while are finally starting to come in. So May CD collection is it's already happening. So go peep that shit. It's up on YouTube. April CD collection. Try to do it monthly. Try to keep it at 10 minutes or less. Somebody commented on the videos like, can you please buy more CDs so you can make these videos longer? Like, I feel like I already spent enough on my music collection, you know, because I buy vinyl too, which I talk about in these videos, but I try to keep the videos around 10 minutes on purpose. I want to keep it short and to the point with the CD collection videos, whereas the podcast, it's long form. Shit usually goes around an hour. So, yeah, try to keep those videos short on purpose. No need to blabber. Just got to show the CDs off, get to the fucking point, and bounce the fuck out. And thanks for everybody that tunes into those. I get a lot of love for the CD collection videos. So super dope. Peep that shit up on YouTube now. And let's get into some new music that dropped this week. Suicide Boys dropped their brand new single, New Profile Pic. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since Suicide Boys dropped some shit. Did they drop an album last year? Was it 2020? That Stop Staring at the Shadows came out? I believe so. Early 2020, they dropped that shit. So I think this is the first new shit that we've got from them in a while, and this shit is sounding dope. I like it. This is sounding better than anything off Stop Staring at the Shadows, which was their last album. And it was a decent album. I like it, but, you know, probably not even in my top 5 as far as Suicide Boys releases, projects, mixtapes, whatever the fuck you want to call it, go. But this single right here, Ruby the Cherry, is super dope. I Can't get enough of this dude. Scrim dropped a solo album, I believe last year as well. I think they dropped the group project and then Scrim dropped solo shit. I never even listened to the solo shit. I didn't see any positive reviews for that solo album. So it kind of steered me away from listening to that project. But I would like a fucking solo project from Ruby. Like, what's up with Ruby doing some solo shit? I don't know, but regardless, the new single, super dope, new profile pic. It's up on all DSPs now. Peep that shit if you ain't checked it out. Classic Suicide Boy shit. Scrim still rapping in that, not that super deep voice that he usually does. He does end the verse with that voice, but not rapping in that voice, rapping in more of the high pitch, higher toned voice, if you will, sounding fucking energetic. So I like hearing that. Dope track. Peep that shit. Keeping it with the same kind of sound, if you will. Shy One, now known as X Shy 361X. A little complicated, but the artist formerly known as Shy One, he dropped a brand new single called Helen, featuring Lucifer, and this shit's dope. I'm digging it. It just sounds like classic Shy One shit. If you like old school 3-6 Mafia, that down south dark devil shit, this is that shit for you. Lucifer sounds dope on this track. Never heard of him. But Shy One kills it on here. He's always gonna be Shy One to me. I've been following dude since fucking 04, 05 or something like that. Back in the horrorcore.com message boards, horrorcore.com message board days. So peep that shit. And he's saying that Cemetery 2 is coming. The classic Cemetery EP. If you ain't heard that shit, super dope. I don't even think that shit's up on DSPs. I think the only album Shy One has up on DSPs is Where I Stand I Will Fall, which is again a classic album, but that Cemetery EP, fire. Love that shit. But the new single, super dope. I'm liking the way it sounds so far. I haven't got a chance to bump it in the whip. Nothing that came out this week, I got a chance to bump in the whip. Just through Bluetooth speaker and fucking earbuds this weekend in the crib. I've been heavy bumping Evanescence the past month since their newest album came out, and I just been bumping all their shit last month. Just been in that fucking kind of mood, bumping Evanescence, But I did peep out the new Shy One, X Shy 361X, up on DSPs. Again, the track is called Helen, just that classic devil shit. If you dig that sound, peep it. And then he also put up the graphic for a remix that he did for Scum featuring Twisted, The Mind of a Killer. Is the Mac Horror remix produced by Shy One. I don't know if that's up on DSPs. I didn't even get a chance to listen to that one. I'm going to pull it up now, up on my Apple Music. But it looks like this dude's going to be staying busy. Talking about Cemetery 2 EP, the new single Helen, Mind of a Killer. The remix is up on Apple Music. I don't know if it's up on Spotify. I would assume it is if it's up on Apple Music. So go peep that shit. Shy One is the shit. Super dope. Love his production style. I just love his style in general. I'm really glad to see him back. Last year he dropped The Door, which I don't think it made my top 20 list last year, but it was right on the fucking edge. It was right on the edge. Definitely an honorable mention for 2020. But I'm looking forward to some new Shy One. I want to hear what Shy One sounds like in 2021, because The Door was recorded, I think 15 years ago is what he said. Some shit, 2007 or something, 2008. So I'm glad to see him back in effect doing his thing. And then we got the motherfucking GOAT. I'm going to get right into it. Ain't going to waste no time. This week, we going to get right into the fucking main storyline with GOAT, the grimiest of all time. Conway the Macine dropped his, I'm going to call it an album. It's probably a mixtape. I don't even know. it's original music, the shit is an album to me. You know, motherfuckers love calling shit mixtapes when it's all original music. Shit is an album. But if it's a mixtape, so be it. If you want to call it that. But he dropped his new shit, La Machina, up on all DSPs right now. 11 songs, 41 minutes. It's definitely a full length. I don't give a fuck. We got features on here from Jay Skis, an artist on his Drumwork music group. Love the Genius, I believe it is, up on here as well. We got 2 Chainz on here. Ludacris, Jid, El Camino, Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, Shots. I only got to listen to this once this weekend, but after just one listen, is a lot different than From King to a God or fucking pretty much anything that he's done. There's some trap shit on here, and yo, Conway be killing the trap shit. I can't front. This dude be killing the trap shit, but then you got the classic grimy shit like Bruiser Brody, shit like that. I can't really pinpoint any tracks, but the one that really stood out to me through the first listen that I immediately replayed it after it was over was Clarity. That shit was super dope. Love that track off the first listen. Just, just off one listen again from the new Conway shit. This dude's wordplay, his songwriting. I think he's the best songwriter in Griselda. I think he's the best rapper in Griselda. I think he's the best rapper alive right now. This dude is just killing shit. Now, I'll say that this probably isn't his best shit, in my opinion, but it's still super dope. Conway, man, kills it. And then he gets features like 2 Chainz. I don't give a shit, man. 2 Chainz is like, for me, like the GOAT at being a feature rapper. I never got into his solo shit, but as a feature rapper, anytime 2 Chainz is on some shit on somebody's album I'm listening to, dude always kills it. Super dope. Scatterbrain with Ludacris and Jid. That's another track that stood out. That was fucking fire. I'm not familiar with Jid, but dude kind of sounds like a Kendrick ripoff to me. I don't know. I was like, wait, is this fucking Kendrick? And I knew Kendrick wasn't on the album. I'm like, who the fuck is rapping like this? And I was like, oh, it's Jid. Jid. So, take that for what it is. And then you got the Griselda Posse Cat SE Gang to end out the album. Super dope track, man. Conway is just killing shit. He dropped If It Bleeds, It Could Be Killed, produced by Big Ghost just a couple months ago. Just start out 2021. Now he's back with La Machina. We're still waiting for God Don't Make Mistakes, his Shady Records album. And man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to going back, listening to this one again. And I feel like it's going to get a lot of play from me. Conway's just killing shit. And it's super dope, man. Super dope to see. Yeah. So go peep it. Conway, the grimiest of all time. I wish I had that fucking CD. If you're listening and you have an extra copy of the GOAT CD, hit me up and let's make a deal. Because I fucking need that CD. My second favorite. It was my favorite album until From King to a God came out. But I really wish I had that fucking CD. So we're putting out a fucking APB on the GOAT CD from Conway for me. So yeah, enough of me being selfish, looking for fucking CDs. But that new Conway, based off one listen, I can't wait to go back and bump that shit again. Let's get into some more news this week. Buckshot. We've been talking a lot of Buckshot. Teasing a new fucking group project. The new group project looks like the name is Cabal. We talked about that. We broke down the definition of it. Well, if you go to his web store right now, you could be one of the first people to hear the new mystery group. If you buy a t-shirt, comes with a fucking CD. This dude loves doing these singles. Buckshot knows how to do the merch game. So you buy the t-shirt, you get a CD with it. It reveals who is on this new group project. Looks like the single's called Death Merchants. So um, I can't wait to fucking see who fucking gets the CD and spills the beans on Twitter so we could talk about it on the fucking show. I'm looking forward to it. His group projects, super dope. His newest one that he put out with Kung Fu Vampire, Double Dragon, earlier this year. One of my favorite projects this year. Probably top 5 release so far this year. And that fucking album is just super dope. Fire. Love that shit. So I'm looking forward to hearing what this dude got coming. So you can buy the t-shirt, you get the CD, and it'll reveal who's on the fucking group. I have no idea. He's saying it ain't obvious. So I don't think there's going to be no Boondocks, no Kung Fu Vampire, anybody that he's worked with a lot and closely, class, no UGA shit. So we just going to have to wait and see. So I'm curious to see what the fucking lineup is going to be on the new Cabal project from Buckshot. And let's get into this one. Kind of slipped under my radar. Super Famous Funtime Guys dropped a new track, Got Worms, featuring Make My Motherfucking Day, Scum, and Insane Poetry. I think I talked about this on the show. Like, I knew it was coming out, but Friday came and went, and I forgot that it fucking dropped. But as I was getting ready for the show, I saw the graphic on my iPad. I save all the images for the show, for the YouTube version of the show. And I saw this. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot that this fucking even dropped. And I didn't include it on the New Music Friday post. I just fucking forgot. I bumped it. I listened to it preparing for the show. And I don't know. Like, I give these guys flack because I'm not a huge fan of the gimmick, but like the singles are dope. Now, I tried listening to the album. I don't know. The first couple tracks weren't it for me. It didn't suck me into the album, but like these singles that they've been releasing are fire. This Got Worms featuring Scum and Insane Poetry. I not the biggest Scum fan, not to beat a dead fucking horse, but I wasn't really feeling his part. I don't know. Something about Scum, just not feeling it. IP, legendary, kills it on here. Production is super dope. I like this track overall. Super dope. In the last couple singles that they released one with Zool, the Valentine single. I can't remember the name of that. And then they had the one with Mad Max a couple weeks back as well. And that shit was fire. So I'm digging the singles. Like, I feel like I could take Super Famous Funtime Guys in small doses is basically what it is. But peep it. If you could get past the fucking gimmick, dope. If not, whatever. But I'm digging these singles, man. Like, they could definitely rap, and the production is dope. One of my biggest complaints when people release music and new songs, to go off on a little tangent here, is they never give credit to the producer. Give credit to the producer. This goes to a lot of people that drop music. Twisted does it. Zool does it. Super Famous Funtime Guys does it. Fucking pretty much anybody who releases some shit. At least 90% of artists who drop new singles don't credit the producers when the song comes out. And I'm like, that beat was dope. Who produced it? Well, fuck me. I don't know, because no one's taking claim for it or credit for it. And the artist didn't say who produced the shit. So yeah, one of my biggest complaints from artists in general is not giving credits to the producers or the beat maker. Call it whatever the fuck you want. Some people have a problem calling beat makers producers because they're not actually producing. That's a whole nother fucking debate. I'm not going down that rabbit hole right now. Fuck that. So give credit to the producer, beat maker, whatever the fuck, when you drop a single, that goes to everybody in the underground. Some people do it. Ouija loves giving credit to it. Mostly Devereaux produces his shit, but if somebody else produces his shit, he gives credit. And some other people in the underground, I do occasionally see it, but like I said, 9 times out of 10, producers aren't getting credits for the songs that they produce, and that's fucked up because without that beat, maybe that song would be shit. Just my thoughts on that. So, yeah. Give fucking credit where credit is due. I don't think there's anything really complicated about that. And then let's talk about this. M&E had a fucking merch drop. They're doing a merch drop every Friday, I believe, for the Fam Fridays or Fam Appreciation Month, or yeah, I think it's Fam Appreciation Month, right? For the Fam Fridays, maybe I'm making shit up in my head. I don't know. But this fucking went under my radar until Sunday morning. I didn't even know that this dropped. And they dropped it with a jersey. Granted, it was a sublimated jersey, but that fucking jersey looked dope. And I'm talking about the Mr. Bones Sacrifice on vinyl. Limited to 250 being pressed. And then 40 of the jersey. My size of the jersey was sold out by the time I saw this. Had I saw it and my size was available, I hate sublimated jerseys. I don't like the material on them. They most of the time look cartoonish and whack. But this Mr. Bones Sacrifice jersey was fucking fire. And the vinyl looks dope. This shit, limited to 250. I checked on the web store right before I recorded it. There was like 50 vinyl left. So it's selling quick. It's only limited to 250. I'm glad that they're pressing this up on vinyl. To add it to my HOK vinyl collection. I got all the HOK vinyl that they released before. I got to stop saying But anyway. Mr. Bones Sacrifice on vinyl, limited to 250. There's like about 50 left, maybe less. Who knows by the time this hits the airwaves Monday morning. And yeah, I almost missed out on this, and I would have fucking been pissed because the resellers would have jacked the price up immediately. So I got my fucking copy of the vinyl. Like I said, I probably would have copped the jersey if it was in my size. Probably would have copped it because that jersey is fire. Super dope. So Mr. Bones Sacrifice, this came out of fucking nowhere. But I'm glad I get the vinyl. That's all that really matters to me, Mr. Audio Collector. So if you ain't got it and you didn't know about it, now you know about it. Go cop the shit. Fat kid sizes are still in effect. Skinny kid sizes are still in effect. But medium kid sizes, like my son, not medium kid, but like, the larges and shit. Not available, sir. Please try again. Keeping it M&E related. Not really news, but Billy Obey took to Facebook last week, and I thought this was dope. He said, a lot of you underground rappers need to stop. When you whoop whoop the crowd, they know. It's like Fago, a cheap pop. Hashtag Zool don't whoop. Hashtag whooping cough. Yes. I don't know if I've said this on the show before, but I fucking hate when underground artists do this shit. Just to get a cheap pop. Like if you're doing a Juggalo related show, Wicked Shit underground related show, I gotta whoop whoop. Fuck out of here with your whoop whoop, son. You trying to get... It's the only crowd reaction you gonna get while you on stage the entire fucking night. That's why you doing that shit. So shout out to Billy Obey for saying this shit, because the shit needs to be said. Stop doing shit for a cheap fucking pop. You ain't hearing me fucking whoop whoop. I don't even wear shirts out in fucking public. I haven't for a long ass time because I don't want to be walking down the street and some fucking dude 3 blocks away sees me wearing a fucking Riddlebox t-shirt and whoop whoops me. Nah. Fam, I ain't trying to be fucking whoop whooped. Don't fucking whoop me. Now everybody's gonna whoop me. It's fine. Fucking take it on the chin like like Chuck Liddell when he was the Iceman before he got knocked the fuck out. And then eventually I'll get knocked out by a whoop. It is what it is. But don't fucking whoop people for it. What the fuck am I even talking about right now? But Billy Obey, shout out to him for saying that. That shit was... And anybody taking this as a diss to ICP, a lot of people are like, why is it dissing ICP? I dissing ICP. Fucking idiots. Ain't dissing ICP. If he's basically saying, if you ain't ICP, don't fucking whoop the crowd. God. Ain't no fucking diss. Motherfuckers love making up their own narratives. I could be guilty of that shit too. But shit was not a diss. People were questioning if it was a diss. Shit was not a fucking diss. He's talking to underground rappers, talking about dudes that pay to open up for groups like ICP and Twisted. That's who the fuck Billy Obey's talking about. Don't do shit for a cheap pop. It's not a good look. Not a good look, son. So shout out to him for that. And we can't forget, Necronomicon 2 Dead by Bong is dropping tomorrow. 420 Dead by Bong is dropping. Twisted's dropping Electric Lettuce on Friday. We got a busy week for new music. I think some other shit is dropping that's been announced. I know there's going to be a lot of 420 shit. Oh, the Cottonmouth King album. The highly anticipated from me, Rompona Beneath the Dirt. The new Cottonmouth King album featuring D-Loc of the KMK doing shit by himself because he don't give a fuck about the legacy. Dropping 420. That shit's dropping on Tuesday. I'm most looking forward to Zool shit, Necronomicon 2. That's what I'm mostly looking forward to. But we got shit dropping this week. Twisted doing the live stream tomorrow night as well. Tuesday night, I believe. The live stream, docu-stream, I forget what they're calling it. Still got to buy my ticket for that. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm curious to see what they're going to be saying on the documentary. How much of a documentary is it really going to be? And because sometimes people like hyping stuff up and it ain't all it was cracked up to be, but based on that trailer that they leaked a couple weeks back, it was looking pretty legit. According to Monoxide on his live stream this week, he was saying we're going to get a rap. There's going to be 2 sets from Twisted. A rap set and a rock set. So we're going to get 2 different sets from Twisted with the documentary sprinkled in there somehow, some way. Blazing ABK is performing as well. Yeah, super dope. Looking forward to it. All that good shit. Tickets are available wherever the fuck they're on sale. And Monoxide also said on his live stream, now that I'm thinking of it, Venomous 5 is wrapping up. I posted it up on my social medias everywhere, wherever my social medias are available. The Venomous 5 project was wrapping up, he said, last week. That shit went from, who the fuck knows? Don't know when it's coming. Don't know. To, hey, we're doing it again. To, hey, the shit's fucking wrapped up. He's got a track list and everything, he said. So, Venomous 5, you don't know if it's dropping 2021 or next year. Regardless, if the shit is done, just drop the shit. I know Eastside Ninjas is coming soon. He's talking about having the masters back for that shit. Fucking, they got the R.O.C album coming, talking about another Halloween release coming this year. Magic Ninja staying busy, but where the fuck is Young Wicked? Where the fuck is Young Wicked? Where the fuck is Young Wicked at? But let's keep it M&E related. The R.O.C. dropped his new single, FWTS, Fuck What They Say. Up on all DSPs right now. I'm digging it. We need more R.O.C. I hope we get an R.O.C. album in 2021, if not early 2022. I'm digging it. This basically just Fuck what people say about you. That's what this track's all about. Excuse me. So I'm digging the production. Again, no idea who did the fucking production. Credit the producers, please. But I'm digging the single from the R.O.C. And I want a new fucking album from him. So Magic Ninja, staying busy. Zool's dropping shit. Twisted's dropping a lot of shit this year. Got the docu-stream popping off this week. Venomous 5 is supposedly wrapped up. No word on Young Wicked. I want new Young Wicked. Where the fuck is this dude? I know he's behind the scenes, producing, engineering, all that shit, but we need new music from dude. And we need it yesterday. Who else is on Magic Ninja? Lex the Hexmaster? Where the fuck is episode 3 at? Where's episode 3? He did just drop his single Thriller last week, which was a dope track. And then R.O.C. And I think that's pretty much it, right? That wraps up M&E. And then you got the Welcome to the Underground label. Red, Gibby, and Oh the Horror. Oh the Horror, to me, the standouts on the Welcome to the Underground label. I want to hear their new shit, especially since they're mixing in that singing. So I'm looking forward to what M&E's got to bring us on for 2021. Yeah. Speaking of Ouija Mac dropped the second single off Dirtbag, which is dropping April 30th. I'm hyped as F for that one. He dropped his new single, Nympho. This is exactly what the fuck you think it is. Nympho shit. And produced by Devereaux. Ouija and Devereaux, man. I like the single that he dropped last week. Produced by Shaggy the Airhead. Walking WTF. That was a dope track too, but like Ouija and Devereaux that's the shit right there. And this track's sounding dope. I got my pre-order in for Dirtbag. Can't wait to fucking hear the shit. Ouija killed it all 2020. It's coming out swinging for 2021. And yeah, I'm on some shit tonight. I'm recording this late. It's 9 o'clock at night right now. Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. So, 11 hours from now, this episode will be live. And in effect, and all that good shit. And yeah, this is going to be a fairly short episode this week, but we still got ICP to talk about. ICP and the April streams live in effect. Who the fuck is tuning in for the April streams? I've only watched like 3 so far. And the Doomsday Countdown podcast is one of the ones that I watched, and I only watched about half of it. But and I'm going to finish this episode. I just haven't got a chance to finish it. Busy at work, all that shit. Sometimes, I'm at work. That's the perfect. Stay on topic. All right. The Doomsday podcast. It was a dope listen. This is basically ICP and Jump Steady speculating on how the world's going to end. What the fuck would you do when the world ends? All this shit. It's a dope listen from what I've heard so far. Like I said, I got about halfway through it. Got to peep the rest of it. But I love these podcast style shows. This is what I like from ICP the most during these streams that they do. These monthly streams that they do. So they had that pop off on Monday. And then on Wednesday, they had the Netting Game. They had the dating game show, basically, let's find love for people. I didn't watch it. I didn't really have no interest in watching this episode. So I didn't tune into it. I don't know nothing about it. No idea who was on it. If it was, whatever. But that popped off on Wednesday. And then on Friday, this is another one that I'm going to tune into. This Big Silver versus everything. Basically, they got the big duct tape ball. Big Silver that was fucking talked about in the Behind the Paint book, which is a classic fucking book. Love that shit. And the audio book is even better. even better than the original book. Better than the book itself, because Violent J reading the book and then going off on tangents and talking about going into more detail about shit about the stuff that was in the book. But anyway, Big Silver versus everything. Didn't watch it. I do plan on watching it. And during the stream, it was talked about that. Actually, am I going to talk about that next? Yeah, I'll talk about it right now. The Prom Night Massacre show, the 25th anniversary show. They said on the Big Silver stream, whatever, that this show will be, the last thing leading up to Yum Yum Bedlam. Yum Yum Bedlam, the era, will start after the Prom Night Massacre show, straight from the Duke of the Wicked, Violent J himself. So, I got to assume that they stay working on that album. It was supposed to be out during Christmas, got pushed back. I'm hyped for it. So it's super dope to hear them, just even the one little tiny little mention of Yum Yum Bedlam coming from ICP, getting me hype for the album. So I'm excited for that shit. But the Prom Night Massacre show is going down April 30th, and they do have a location for it, and it's going down in Indiana. I'm trying to fucking find the information for it. I'm going to try to hit up the Psychopathic Vault right now. I know tickets are for sale, and tickets are for just a very reasonable $100 for the Prom Night Massacre show. I'm up on Psychopath. No, I don't want Psychopathic merch. I want Psychopathic Vault. So yeah, tickets are $100 and they're limited because of COVID. No idea how many tickets are on sale, but $100, you're going to get an exclusive CD single of a brand new song that ICP did for apparently just this show right here. But it's going down in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Pierre's Entertainment Center. Doors are to be announced. Nothing will be mailed to you. They're all will call tickets. It's the second official event of the Ultra Live Monster 5. So if you're a subscriber, you will also get the second Ultra Live Monster 5 coin. That coveted fucking Elite Juggalo coin. And like I said, they did announce that you will be getting a CD of a brand new song that they did for this show. So that's super dope. Curious to hear that song. Curious to hear anything new ICP. To keep it 1,000 with you. So super dope on that. And then to wrap up the ICP news, I didn't even know this was a fucking thing. I didn't even know that they were scheduled to appear at a wrestling event. Apparently, ACW Wisconsin posted on Saturday. It was just brought to our attention that the Insane Clown Posse will not be attending today's event. We are not sure on any specific details other than they did not board their flights. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by this. If you wish to refund your ticket, follow the steps at point of purchase. So apparently ICP was supposed to be at a wrestling event on Saturday. I didn't know about this. I don't know if I talked about it on the show. If I did, excuse my bad memory. But yeah, no-showed a wrestling event. Kind of typical ICP fashion, But I had that. Maybe they're just busy with the April streams, getting shit ready, for the Ultra Live Monster 5, the second event, the Prom Night Massacre, the Severed Limb fucking massacre show, whatever the fuck. And let's talk about, before we bounce the fuck up out of here, Stevie Stone, formerly of Strange Music. That's right, if you've been living under a fucking rock, he's no longer on Strange Music. And he dropped his new single, Wasted, featuring Kasky. And it's a dope party track. Don't know what else to say besides that, but Stevie's always been dope. Strange Music is having a $5 CD sale right now, and maybe I should hop on some Stevie Stone CDs. Now that I'm thinking of it, yeah, I don't know. Kind of thinking out loud here, but Stevie Stone did drop his new single "Wasted" featuring Kasky. It's up on all DSPs now. And like I said, this is a fairly short episode this week. So I do apologize in advance, but there just really wasn't that much shit to talk about this week. I mean, there was, but not enough to make it a fucking hour. And I apologize for it. I appreciate everybody that tunes the fuck in every week. You know that. Much love. And again, shout out to Scott Matthews for the donation this past week. Super appreciated. Much love. Again, all donations go to better the Beneath the Dirt podcast and everything that I do. So, yeah. Go peep that new Conway. Shit is super dope. New R.O.C. is fire. All that shit. My CD collection, April edition, is up on YouTube right now. Just to remind y'all. And I'm going to bounce the fuck up out of here. I'm Rome Boner, the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I love you, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.